Guys, Dave Patterson back here with the Fitlot Guild. Apologize for May. That was a rough month for me. I'm still sort of recovering from an illness, but the month of June, things seem to be turning the corner. So we're going to try this again, and we're going to attempt to do 2 of these a month. The first one we're doing this month is the subject of Christian nationalism. And the name of this is Christian Nationalism, the Cult, Part 1. And it is that. It is a cult. As everybody pretty much knows, the new administration is dismantling democracy at a lightning fast pace in just about every way possible. They're sending immigrants to prison in other countries without any legal due process. And that's happening more and more every day with these ICE officials who are in a lot of ways being labeled domestic terrorists. They are refusing melanated people entry into the U.S. while 47 and his folks in the White House administration are flying in white Afrikaners under the blatant lie of white genocide, which has been thoroughly documented not to be taking place. They are transferring resources at lightning speed, resources earmarked to help the impoverished, the working class, veterans, the disabled, educational projects, Head Start, EBT, Medicaid, Medicare, and I mean just a myriad of social services to provide these gigantic tax cuts for their wealthy friends while driving the national debt further and further into the stratosphere. So we're wondering why all these things are taking place. Some people are, some people aren't. But all of this is being done under the sacrilege known as Christian nationalism, which is essentially the Confederacy 2.0. They're stripping libraries of all remnants of Black literature, which highlight Black history and Black struggle contribution, while also removing artifacts from museums and other relevant material in their quest to erase any semblance of a Black footprint. As crazy as this sounds, and I know to a lot of people this sounds like total insanity, only the packaging and nomenclature of this is new. The ideology is merely a retooled version of the measures taken after the uprising associated with Bacon's Rebellion, which happened in 1676 to 1677. And as the old saying goes, those that cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it, and that's sort of where we are in this country right now. We are repeating what transpired during the aftermath of Bacon's Rebellion. Interestingly enough, most Black and white folks do not know that the supposed white race didn't even exist before the year 1681. Yeah, you heard me right. There was no such thing as the white race from a legal perspective prior to 1681. prior to that time, people were identified by their geography. If you were from England, you were English. If you were from Africa, you were African. If you were from Portugal, you were Portuguese, and that's how it went. And it wasn't, again, until 1681 that the white race was created. And these things we're going to talk about in a lot of detail in the next 10 days. In about 10 days, we'll resume this. And I want you to come back and join us. We're going to delve further into this invention of the white race, what laws resulted from this new designation, and how Christian hypocrisy, which has now been renamed Christian nationalism, was birthed during the time of our quote-unquote founding fathers and other colonial elites, as they often proclaimed God's word to be immutable or absolute, but openly participated in America's greatest sin, which of course was antebellum slavery. And in doing this, they defied the very word that they said was sovereign, God's word. So again, a lot of this is not new. It's just been retooled and the nomenclature has been changed. But until we come back in 10 days, we're going to do what we always do, remain humble, be genuine, and let Yeshua illuminate your path. Good talking to you guys. See you in about 10 days.